Guys, welcome back to another Madden video. Today, the second upload since I've been back, we are going to do a speed rebuild of the New York Jets. So last time I produced a video, it was a rebuild on the Atlanta Falcons, just a normal 4-year rebuild where we saw if we could rebuild the Falcons. But today we are going to do something different. So we are playing with, in my opinion, the worst team in the league, and our goal is to rebuild it in 10 minutes. So I'm going to give myself 10 minutes to trade for and sign all the players I can to make this team great in one season, maybe two. So we're doing the Jets, probably the worst team in the league. You can consider Jacksonville because they have the same record, but in my opinion, the Jets are just a lot worse. I think Jacksonville's defense is speedy and good for the future if they can get some draft picks, where the Jets, I don't know. They're going to need a lot. They need wide receiver, they need QB, they need offensive line. Their defensive line isn't horrible. Their linebackers aren't horrible, although most of them aren't what they used to be. So before we start doing the rebuild, let's actually go look at those players that I'm talking about. So this is what we have to start with. We have this team. So Mekhi Becton on the offensive line, probably the best player they have on offense, and he's a rookie. Mekhi Becton's amazing. I do have injuries off, so nothing's going to happen to these players. These players are all healthy, even if they're hurt in real life. As you can see, offensive line is okay. It's not great. Mekhi Becton has looked amazing this season. Probably the second best tackle to come out of the draft class under Tristan Wirfs. At tight end, the rest of the O-line is nothing special. The Jets went out and signed all these guys hoping they could protect Sam Darnold, and they still can't. Tight end is just a hole. Christopher Herndon had so much promise, and now he's just nothing. At QB, we still have Sam Darnold and Joe Flacco, and that's just the fact that Sam Darnold was rated the same as Joe Flacco is horrendous. That's not good. At running back, we have absolutely nothing special. Wide receiver, Jamison Crowder, he's probably going to stay on the team in this speed rebuild. In the future, if I was rebuilding this team for a while, I would not keep him because he's a bit on the older side. I think 29, 27. He's not that old. But, yeah, he's a bit on the older side. They have Denzel Mims, who I believe was their second-round pick. And then behind him, they have nothing. Even Brashad Perriman is only in the league because he has so much speed. He has no hands, but he has a ton of speed. And the defense is a lot of the same, a lot of bad players. So we have a horrible corner group. I don't know how to say it, but these corner groups are horrible. Like, nobody on this team in the areas of secondary except Marcus May could probably start on another team. Bryce Hall, as a rookie, has actually looked surprisingly good. I don't know why he's a 70 overall. He's actually shown signs of being a lockdown corner. And Brian Poole at an 82 overall is just disrespectful to every other corner in the league. Not to Brian Poole, but to every other corner in the league, because Brian Poole is absolute trash. He was an Atlanta Falcon, and he was not good. He's a slot corner, and he can't be the number one corner on this team. We might keep him because he is a good slot corner, but he can't be the number one corner on this team. Then this D-line is okay. It's a lot of big bodies. Quinnen Williams has had an amazing second year, much like his first. C.J. Mosley is not what he used to be. I think he's a little overrated at 86 overall, but he's also been injured all year. And the rest is just not good. These other linebackers not good. Free safety's not good. But as I mentioned, Marcus May, quite a player. Marcus May is very good. He looks to be a promising player as well. He is 27, but he's young in football age, not in Madden age, but in football age. So in real life, I think the Jets could build around Marcus May and Quinnen Williams. But with the Jaguars have Josh Allen. They have a quick secondary. They got C.J. Henderson. So that's why I think we're rebuilding the worst team in the league, and we're going to try and do it in 10 minutes. So I think our first step's going to be going on free agency and signing free agents, but I am about to start the timer on my phone now. You can keep track on the video, but I'm starting with the timer on my phone, and it should go off when it goes 10 minutes, so you guys know. But here we go. We are starting right now. So we have started, and we're going to go look at free agents. So Earl Thomas, instant sign. And despite how unrealistic it is, and that the fact that he's an 81 overall, Colin Kaepernick is going to get signed. He is probably going to end up being our starting QB unless we can get someone different. Tony Jefferson, he's had some issues, not on the field, but off the field, but he's going to get signed. And the rest of the players, I don't know. Eli Apple had a stint with the Giants, who play in our same stadium, but I don't want to be stuck in this free agency too long. Darius Geis is going to be assigned. I don't know. I don't want to be stuck here too long because I need to make trades. Delaney Walker will be signed. He's going to be our starting tight end most likely. And it has already been a minute. So let's go into the trades, trade center, see what we can do. Sam Darnold is going to go to probably the Bears here for whatever we can get. Oh, maybe Joe Flacco? No, okay, not Joe Flacco. Sam Darnold. Don't want Sam Darnold. No. The Bengals want him. Okay, someone wants Sam Darnold. I know they do. Colts want him. Perfect. Who can we get from the Colts? Quentin Nelson? We're going to get Quentin Nelson here. Let's trade Frank Gore. Frank Gore will be gone. They don't want Frank Gore. Yeah, they do. And we'll throw in a 4th or a 5th next year. All right, this is our first trade. It's going to have to be a 4th. Oh, we don't have a 4th? Okay, it's going to be a 5th this year. All right, and that should go through. Offer accepted. So there goes our O-line, already a ton better. And I'm wondering, however unrealistic it might be, could we trade for Tom Brady? Tom Brady is old, and old players are usually easy to trade for. They want a strong safety. I'll give them my starting strong safety. Oh, no, because that's Marcus May. What about this 72 backup? No. Tony Jefferson's probably going to play. No, we have Earl Thomas. Okay, let's give away Tony Jefferson, even though we just re-signed him or just signed him. Ooh, this could go through. Left end, is that Quinnen Williams? No, let's give up Henry Anderson. Big contract. They don't want him. Well, we could play him with John Franklin Myers. They don't want him. I really think we could get Tom Brady, and I think it'd be good. You know what? Let's give up like a 2nd round pick. Can we give up a 2nd? Oh, and a 2nd next year, maybe? Will that go through? We could give him a 1st next year. Oh, that is so close. I don't really want to give up a 1st, but we're going to have to. Unless do I have another 2nd this year? I don't. Okay, let's take away the 2nd. Let's just give him a 1st this year. It should go through. Tony Jefferson and a 1st, and I guess a 3rd next year. That gets us Tom Brady. All right. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. We got Tom Brady on the team. That means we now can trade Colin Kaepernick to a team. Green interest. I already traded with the Colts, Eagles, Falcons we could do. Would they want to give up Julio? He's older. They would if we can find the right combination of players. Thinking left end, Henry Anderson. Will that get us Julio? And I throw in a pick this year or next year. Do we have, let's give up a 4th this year. And with 6 minutes left, we make a trade for Julio. This is going, I did not try this before I started recording, and I think this is going surprisingly well. I'd love a running back. We do need O-line help. What else can we get? Pat Elflein can go. Okay, let's see who we can get for these players. I'm mostly looking to trade Joe Flacco, and the Washington football team wants him, and they want a lot of these other players. That is good. Who could we get? An older player. None of these guys are really old. Matthew Ioannidis might be able to get. That works. I'm surprised, but it works. All right, we might need another wide receiver because we just gave up Rashad Perriman, but we will see how it goes. I think this is going quite well so far. We need a tight end, we need O-line, and I know that the Patriots rookie, Michael Onwenu, is very easy to trade for, but we do need to give something up for him, and I believe it'll be Terrell Basham, maybe? Yes, so this should get us Michael Onwenu. Where is he? What position does he play? Left guard. He will probably start at the other tackle spot for us. And with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, we are still going. What we need is an edge rusher and probably a corner. So we gave up one of our edge rushers, but in Terrell Basham, but he's not very good. Can we get an edge rusher? Who would I be looking for? None of these people. Saints, Cam Jordan. He's not really an edge rusher, but we could use him. Nope, not Cam Jordan's not able to be acquired. Marcus Williams could start at corner for us. It'd be weird. Okay, so Saints are a no-go. Can Blake Cashman go anywhere? Browns, Myles Garrett. Let's see here. Olivier Vernon would be an okay edge rusher. No, okay, we gotta think about this because we are running out of time. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. We're going to take a first-round pick, and we're going to try and find any sort of edge rusher we can get. JPP, not very good. Hassan Reddick would be great. I don't want to give up my first-rounder for him. I don't think he's that good. Shoot, we can give up another O-lineman, right? Sure, why not? Connor McGovern for Hassan Reddick. That goes through. All right. Not a great pickup, but a good pickup. I still want another edge rusher or a corner. Corner or edge rusher. They don't have any. Let's see. Who could we get? Actually, on the Dolphins, Kyle Van Noy might be easy to get. Kyle Van Noy for a right tackle or a left tackle. Would they have any interest in George Fant? They have green interest. Kyle Van Noy. We're going to get Kyle Van Noy here. They want a wide receiver. Do you want Denzel Mims? No. Okay. We're going to have to throw in a third. Hopefully that gets us Kyle Van Noy. We'll throw in another third. We don't have time to think about it. 2 minutes. Okay, we got Kyle Van Noy coming off the edge. Can we get a tight end? Let's go back to the Buccaneers. How easy would Rob Gronkowski be to trade for? Let's see here. Rob Gronkowski. They want a left end, D tackle. We can afford to give up this guy now. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. That gets us halfway. They want, and we'll just give them a second-round pick. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and we get Rob Gronkowski. What am I forgetting? What do we need? We need a corner. So we're going to give up our first for a corner. What are old corners? Usually old players are easier to trade for. Let's go through here. Chris Harris, looking interesting. Chris Harris is not able to be traded for. Okay, we're down to 1 minute. We're going to have to go back to free agency, I think. Casey Hayward's not easier to trade. Okay, 1 minute on the dot left. Xavier Howard or Byron Jones, maybe? No. I don't know if we'll be able to get a corner here. Richard Sherman. Might be able to get him. I think we're going to have to go get him. Right outside linebacker. We can trade this guy. And we're going to have to give up a second rounder. Do we have any more? Oh, we have first round picks next year. Oh, shoot. I wish I had known. Okay, we're coming down. 20 seconds left. We're going to have to give him a first rounder next year for him. Oh, it's going to have to be the earlier one. We're not going to have a time to make another trade after this. 10, 9, 8. Okay, can we make a trade for a running back real quick? Philip Lindsay. And it's starting to ring. I'm going to cheat a little bit and trade for Philip Lindsay. All right. We have now ended our time. I entered the trade for Philip Lindsay right as it started ringing. So I don't think that's too much cheating. But let's go look at our team. We're going to have to move things around, so I'll move them around and I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, guys, we are back, and this team looks a hell of a lot better. Now, we've given up our future, which is obvious, but this is a quick rebuild, and it is with the worst team, but we are now an 85 overall. So because it's with the worst team in the league, I still doubt we make the playoffs. But, wow, this team is a lot better. We've got Tom Brady at QB now, the greatest quarterback of all time, most likely. Philip Lindsay at running back, a great upgrade over Frank Gore. And while we don't have a third receiver, we upgrade with Julio Jones, which is quite a pickup. Our offensive line is not too great, but we did pick up Quentin Nelson and Michael Onwenu, which is great upgrades. And while we still do have a 69 and a 73 starting, I think the upgrades to the O-line will be impactful. And we do pick up Rob Gronkowski. We keep Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski together. I actually like that storyline. It's a pretty great storyline. And then on the defensive side, we pick up Earl Thomas, which is a great pickup. That was just off free agency. And while we don't really improve edge rushers by a ton, we do pick up Hassan Reddick and Kyle Van Noy. While middle linebacker was not changed at all, we buff our D-line with Matthew Ioannidis. We leave the other edge, or not the edge, but other interior without an upgrade, but that's not too bad because Matthew Ioannidis and Quinnen Williams are most likely going to both be rush D tackles, while Hassan Reddick and Kyle Van Noy will come off the edge. And at the last second, along with Philip Lindsay, we trade for Richard Sherman. Probably the worst trade. I would never give up 2 first-round picks for Richard Sherman in real life, but it is what it is. So at specialists, let's see what we're given. Yep, this all looks correct to me. We have Matthew Ioannidis and Quinnen Williams rushing up the middle, Hassan Reddick and Kyle Van Noy coming out the outside, and hopefully, Bradley McDougall's going to come over Patrick Onwuasor. That's very interesting. But I think we're going to give Philip Lindsay the power back carries too, because I don't think it matters too much. Jamison Crowder in the slot sounds good, but an 85 overall team for 10 minutes of rebuilding, I believe going from a 76 is a pretty substantial upgrade. So let's go sim to the mid-season mark, see how we're doing. I don't know if I want to do 1 year or 2 years of this yet, but we'll see. And we are now in the season. So let's see, can Tom Brady carry any team to the playoffs, even the lowly Jets? We're about to find out. And let us see our record at half. I assume it will be better than the Jets. I assume we've won some games. We are 5-3. That is huge. Did we just beat the Chiefs just spanked us 42-14. Not very unsimilar from real life. And Brady's old team, the Patriots, are who we're going up against. Did we already play them once? I wish I had stopped to see for the storyline if we'd already played Tom Brady's old team, the Patriots, because we do play them twice. Let us see. We have not played them twice. We play them week 17, maybe vying for the last playoff spot in that week, because we are 5-3. This game has huge implications for the league, for the division winner. So I just want to see who wins. Tom Brady's first time matching up back against his old team. We lose by a touchdown, by 1 score. So that does stink. We did lose 29-21, and now the Patriots kind of have the division on lock. We got to see if we can fight for a wild card spot. But I'm going to sim forward again to the playoffs. Let us see. I'll probably stop so we can see the week 17 game back against the Patriots. Here we go. I'm cutting the sim out. And here we are. We're 8-7 against the 12-3 Patriots. Let us see if we, not standings, let's see if we have a chance to make the playoffs at 8-7. So after starting 5-3, we go 3-4, not too great. And the Patriots have locked up a spot. Oh, it looks like we might need a bit of a miracle here to lock up a playoff spot at 9-7. And the Patriots at 12-3 will be hard to beat, but can we do it for a playoff spot? Let us see. We can for the playoff spot. Oh my Lord, that is insanity. Tom Brady beating his former team, beating Bill Belichick. Everyone that says he can't do it without Bill, shown that they are wrong. Brady beats the Patriots in Week 17 to make the wild card round. What might be even more insane is that the Chiefs are 9-7 in the wild card round. Let's go look at the team. A lot of these players are going to be better than they were. So let's go look. We're still in 85 overall, but let's see how players have progressed. Mekhi Becton was superstar. That's what he comes with, but that's great. Jamison Crowder is honestly progressing very well. I would not expect him to progress this well, but he got 4 points in one season. That might be an interesting player to consider in future franchises, but this team looking great. Let's go look at the stats for the season. No one expected the Jets to make a playoff run, but they do. Oh, and Tom Brady perhaps winning MVP again. Well, 18 interceptions is going to make that hard. But truly an MVP type season. Almost 5,000 yards, only 5 yards short. 40 touchdowns, 105 rating, which is great. I mean, this is just something else. Winning the MVP in his 20th season would be amazing. Rushing, Phillip Lindsay, 4 yards per carry is not horrible. Even Tom Brady rushed 31 times for an average of 5 yards. Jamison Crowder in the slot, almost 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns. Julio with 1,000. Rob Gronkowski, it's obvious to see, has still a strong connection. And Denzel Mims, as a rookie, maybe putting up Rookie of the Year numbers if QBs weren't so overrated for the award. Mekhi Becton has a kind of tough first year, letting up 0.8 sacks per game. And CJ Mosley looking like his former self, putting up 125 tackles, 9 for loss, 3 interceptions. Let's see who leads the team in tackles for loss. Kyle Van Noy with 15, John Franklin Myers with 12, and then quite a few players with 10. And let's see the sacks. It doesn't look like anyone got too many sacks, but the team as a whole did all right. 6.5 sacks for Van Noy, 5.5 for Hassan Reddick, and 4.5 and under for 4 players. Interceptions, let's see what we have. Not many, but our defense looks like they played okay. Our offense was the 2nd in the NFL, and our defense was the 11th. That is a hell of a team for what the Jets are actually this year. And Tom Brady does win MVP in his 20th season. Wow, that is insane. Coach of the Year is the Patriots coach, but it probably should be the Jets for what we have been considered. But then Tom Brady gets jumped for Offensive Player of the Year by Justin Herbert. Quite strange. No other Jets. Defensive Player of the Year, we might see someone sneak in here. Yep, CJ Mosley sneaks in at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Denzel Mims should definitely be somewhere on here at 7. Everyone above him is either a running back or a QB, as is usual. They're very overrated in men. And let's see, no defensive rookies, so nothing good going there. But Tom Brady winning Best QB and MVP in his 20th season. And let's see if he can face the Kansas City Chiefs in the wild card. The Jets matched up against Kansas City in Arrowhead Stadium. Take a demanding lead, but the Chiefs will not be silenced. Going into half, only down 7. Jets extend their lead back to 14 and take a commanding 10-point lead with not much time left. But this game kind of going back and forth, but it looks like the Jets had control the whole time. Maybe I'm just used to the Falcons and they're choking. But it looks like Tom Brady easily wins a shootout against Patrick Mahomes. The old versus the new, and it still seems like the old is going to reign over the new. These stats by Tom Brady look impressive too. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 367 passing yards on 71% completion. Amazing. The running game, not great, except for the Chiefs. If the Chiefs had an ability to run the ball more, maybe they could have won the game, but they were down the whole game. As you can see, Philip Lindsay had 25 touches. Insanity. Rob Gronkowski, the old connection, does great, but Jamison Crowder, perhaps the player of the game, with 134 receiving yards on 7 catches, 2 touchdowns. Great game by the Jets. Seemed like they were in control the whole time, but the Chiefs never gave up. But that's going to bring us to the next round of the playoffs. 10 minutes of rebuilding put the Chiefs in position to maybe go to the Super Bowl. I doubt it. I doubt we even would make the playoffs, but here we are in the divisional round. Can we move on to the conference round? Oh my gosh, we play the Patriots. This is going to be a great game. Tom Brady back in Gillette Stadium, getting whooped in the first half, but perhaps turning it around here. Still going into halftime down 13. Now they're only down 10, back down 13. It looks like Tom Brady's run will come to an end here in a disappointing victory or loss. Victory for his old team. Bill Belichick maybe prevails in the throwback jerseys in the divisional. What a game. Lost to the Patriots in the divisional, which they would then lose in the conference, puts us at a weird spot. Will we continue this team? I don't think so, but let's look at the final team. Tom Brady drops to an 87 overall superstar. So does Julio, drops 2 overall to a superstar, and Jamison Crowder drops to a star. Very strange. Rob Gronkowski would be my pick to drop, but he stays the same. This is the final team going all the way to the conference championship. Is not bad. Or sorry, to the divisional. Is not too bad. Look at this team. Pretty decent. Richard Sherman doesn't even regress too much. This team, while not extraordinarily built for the future, is not also in win now mode. Maybe with Tom Brady, but they still have some time to figure out what they want. And we made the worst team in the NFL go to the divisional round, and they put up a game against the Chiefs. They win against the Chiefs. I think that's considered a win. But I hope you guys like this 10-minute fast rebuild. We did amazing, I think, for what we had. We're not going to do another season, but if you guys want to leave any ideas in the comments, or maybe next time we can do another season with another team, let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. I'm just kidding. I don't care. But I hope you guys liked it.